let's turn our attention to hockey and back-to-back seasons in a way, and the tables are going very much the way last season did. We've got top of the Rossborough Men's Premier League, Bacchusay, unbeaten, played 7 for 7 wins, and in the women's it's the champions Vikingsay and 7 straight wins. Big thing is that the Premier Leagues in both the men's and ladies now split, don't they?
Yeah, they basically split in two. There's 8 teams in each league, so the top 4 all play each other twice more, and the bottom 4 will play each other twice more before the end of the season. So actually it gives Vikingsay a chance to catch Bacchus, but that probably would end up in a playoff.
Yeah, the top of the men's is that Bacchusay have 14 points, Valkyries 12 and Vikings 10. Vikings beaten by Valkyries and Bacchusay. So Bacchusay start out against the team in 4th, Vikings B, which you'd expect them to win.
I would expect them to win, and Bacchusay go in as huge favourites. I called them the Great White Wall a few weeks ago, and they've only conceded 4 goals all season. And when you're talking about the quality that they're playing against, that's a huge achievement already. And I know Jamie Brown will have told them we want to score this many goals this season, but they've got to be more than halfway there now with 60 goals already in 7 games, which is just a huge number.
It's obscene, isn't it?
It is. And Bacchusay have to go in as favourites, but this is Vikings B's opportunity to do their first team the biggest favour they possibly can do and just try and take a point out of Bacchusay.
Vikings A themselves, though, they've scored 54 in the 7 games. They play Valkyries A, who are above them.
They are, and I've said it a few times before. Vikings A, they always seem to have a lapse in concentration throughout the season, and maybe it's just a bit of maybe they're just overconfident. A bit of overconfidence creeping in, but Vikings A are going to be going all out to get their revenge for the last result against Valkyries A that they lost. But Valkyries A are in 2nd place for a reason. They've kicked on from last year. They've improved from last year. I was quite vocal about their improvements they're making this year. I didn't expect them to be quite beating the likes of Vikings A and challenging Bacchusay this year, but they have done that. They're in 2nd. It's going to be a very, very tight game, but I think Vikings A should just have the edge.
And the 2 games at the bottom half are Bacchus B against Saracens A and Ramsey A, and they play the bottom side Harlequins A. Let's look at the women's, and Vikings A play Bacchus A, and in the top half the other game is Valkyries A against Castletown A.
Yeah, if the Vikings A Valkyries A game in the men's Prem was game of the day there, Valkyries A Castletown A has to be the game of the day in the Rossborough Women's Premier League. It's a big game for Castletown A. They've dropped 4 points behind the league leaders now, and they desperately want to be back into that 2nd position, being Vikings A's closest rivals. It's been a bit of a close battle between these 3, and all the results between them have been fairly close. Castletown do stand a really good chance of beating Valkyries A, but I just think Valkyries A have got a bit more experience in that title challenging environment and should win the day there. Vikings A versus Bacchus A. Vikings A should win this one. Bacchus A have had a bit of an indifferent season. I thought they'd probably do better than they actually have, but they haven't quite been able to gel quick enough. And if they want to win this game, they're going to have to concentrate for 70 full minutes.
And the other games then in the top flight, the bottom half of the table, it's Ramsey against Saracens and Valkyries B against Harlequins. Sam Spooner, thank you very much indeed. More